I will now tell you how you can host static websites for free on Heroku. So let's get started immediately. First thing which you should do is go to github.com, and if you don't have an ID, make an ID over there and then create a new repository and name this repository something. I will name it Heroku static, and it's available Heroku static. I will make it a private repository. You can make it public also, it doesn't matter. And you can add a readme or not, add a git ignore or add a license or not. You can just leave them all at default and create a repository. So now you have this repository made. You can import code, but what we will do is we will just copy this. Okay, and yeah, that's cool. And now you must go to an empty folder on your computer and right click. You can find git bash. If you are not able to find git bash, uh, then git may not be installed in your computer. And but one way of finding out if git is installed in your computer or not is this: press shift, and then by pressing shift press right click. Don't leave shift, just press shift, keep pressing it, and then press right click, and then you will see an additional option in your menu which is open PowerShell window. I am working on Windows 10. If you are working on any other operating system, make sure that you have git installed. So I will now open PowerShell, and to make sure if git is installed or not, I will type a command. It's opening, so let it, yeah, it's open. Git minus v, will it work? Whoa, minus version. It looks like Git is not installed even in my computer, but but it is installed actually. I can see it right here. Open Git bash. So if in your you don't have Git installed in your PC, you have to install it by going here. Just type in Google download Git, and you will get Git for Windows. If you are using Windows, you can go to Atlassian's website and install Git. You can go to Git SCM and get Git software. You can get, if you are using Windows, get Git for Windows. It is really good. It's free, and you can install Git from here. Also, you can install Git from anywhere. Really, it doesn't matter. But if you are using Windows, go for Git for Windows. Now I will right click and open Git bash, and I will type git clone, clone, and I will paste the URL which I copied, and then I will type an arbitrary folder name. In my case, I will type Heroku static. It may ask me for password, and I will put that. Now it will ask me for password. If I remember correctly, this is my password. Yep. You appear to have cloned an empty repository. Yes, we have cloned an empty repository. Now we will go into this repository, and here we will create our files. So go to Atom if you are using Atom, and you can go to open folder, and then simply you can go to your repository Heroku tutorials. Let me search it here. Wait, it must be somewhere over here. Web dev tutorials, Heroku static. So I will select this folder. Now this folder is open in my Atom. It has a .git folder which has all the information about your repository. We don't need it. we are just concerned with Heroku static folder. So here we will create a new file and we will name it index.html because that will be the entry point for our static website. And here we are just going to make a very simple HTML page, static page, and a very simple page really. It will just have one statement, hello world, which is the pet statement for programming, and HTML. That's it. This is our very small HTML page, and we will save it. And now go to the folder and open it and see how it looks like. I will open it with Firefox because when you open it with Chrome just displays the web page and it doesn't parse it for some reason. Firefox is installing my updates and it will start in a few moments. Let it start. So it has hopefully started. Hello world, it just shows this hello world, and that's the only thing it will show. This is our static website. We can call it web page also because it's just one page. So now what we have done is that we have made a website, a web page, and we have put it in this folder Heroku static, which is also a repository on our GitHub account. So how do we host this website on Heroku for free, so that when someone types a URL in their phones or mobiles, they can see our website? So we can do it this way. You should go to Heroku and then click on new. You have to create a Heroku account. It's free. So just create one and then click on new, create new app. And you can give it a name. I will give it Heroku static and let's see if it's present. It's not. Heroku static tutorial. It's not. So I will Heroku static 42. Wow. The name must start with a lowercase. Okay, Heroku static 42. Yes, Heroku static 42 is present. So I will do it. You can choose a region, United States or Europe. You can choose United States and then click on create app. So now Heroku static 42 has been created and you are in deploy tab. So if you are not in deploy tab, go to deploy tab and get down here and click on connect to GitHub. This is the easiest way of hosting your static website on Heroku. You can have other ways also, but I will suggest to go for this. So our repository name is Heroku static search connect. Because it is a private repository, oh yeah, it's empty. Yeah, so yeah, after we cloned our repository here, we made a new file and now we must push this file onto GitHub. So again open git bash. You can work on the same git bash, but I opened it again just to show you how it can be done. Now you have to type git. You can check the status, git status, and it will tell you that this index.html file is new and it has not been committed or pushed to the server. So now type git add dot. Git add dot means that you are adding all the files in the folder, all the new files. And now you have to type git commit -m add index page. This statement git commit means that you want to commit the added files and you are going to push them to the server. -m means message, and the thing under the quotes means that's just a message which is for you. to understand what you did when you push these files, right? So that's what it is. And now you type git push origin master. Because you are the owner of this repository, you can push directly to the master branch. If you would not be the owner, then you would have had to push it to some other branch. If I remember my password correctly, it is this. I wonder if it's correct. Yeah, it's correct. So now it's pushing to my repository. And now I will go back to Heroku and click on disconnect, and then click on connect to GitHub again. I will put my repository name Heroku static and search for it. There it is, connect. Yep, it connected. And master branch, wait for CI to pass before deploy. You can keep it unchecked. Enable automatic deploys, always click on it, so that whenever you push your changes, your website on Heroku is automatically updated. So this deploy the current state of a branch to this app. It will automatic deploy, but I am just doing it for the sake of thoroughness. Received code from GitHub. This occurs when you cannot detect the build flag to use for this application automatically. Oh yeah, so you may have to change the uh, file format of the HTML file to something which Heroku can understand. You can do it with .php or .jsp. I will use PHP, so I will close this file. I will go to my folder. I will change the format by pressing F2 and I will type PHP. And now again I will have to push git status. I will check the status. I deleted index.html and added index.php. So now I will do git add dot git commit -m change format, git push origin master. So it's pushing. It pushed. Now let me do it again. Deploy branch. Hopefully this time it will work. Yep, it worked. Your app was successfully deployed. Now I can view it. So click on view and let's see if it works. It works. So you have just hosted a static page or a static website on Heroku, and for free. You can keep it hosted for as long as you want, and you can make other people access it by giving them this URL, right? So it's totally free. You don't have to pay anything ever, unless you want to add some resources to your project, but don't do that right now. We will look into that sometime later, right? So that's how you can do it. A very simple, we have hosted a very simple website. Why do we add .php? I mean .html can be like, Heroku does not understand what backend language or what backend libraries or functionality it has to provision in order to run your app. But when you type PHP, PHP is itself a server side language, so Heroku knows that, oh, it's a PHP app. But when I type HTML, HTML can be used with any backend language, any server side language, so it gets confused what, which libraries and functionalities should I provision for this app. So I wrote .php. You can write .jsp. You can write, if you are hosting a Python app, you can write .py, and hopefully it will be able to detect and provision, Python libraries, Python compilers for your app. So that's what it is. And thank you for watching.